Here we are again with the Rivals of Ixalan limited set review for commons and uncommons. Now we're going to touch on red. So right off the bat, we are going to be assigning letter grades to these cards that can just help you get a better idea of its playability in limited. So let's go ahead and start with Forerunner of the Empire. This is a 4 mana, 1 red, and 3 colorless human soldier. It's a 1/3, and when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a dinosaur card, reveal it, shuffle your library, and put that card on top of it. So it's going to tutor for a dinosaur card in your deck. And whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have Forerunner of the Empire deal 1 damage to each creature. This is huge for enraged triggers. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think?
This is the card I've been waiting for to talk about because I love everything about this card. It's got such synergy with dinosaurs. It's my favorite Forerunner. The other ones aren't bad at all. Like, they're very good, but this one just it works so well with dinosaurs that I can't see there being...
It's a must-have for a dinosaur deck.
Yeah, like I could see it seeing play in Constructed. It probably only be like a 1 of or a 2 of tops because it is 4 mana, but it's a great card. I love it.
The 1/3 body is, like, I don't think it really matters because you're just going to get enraged triggers whenever you play a dinosaur or whenever a dinosaur enters a battlefield. So that includes dinosaur tokens.
Mm-hmm. But it does deal 1 damage to each creature, including itself.
Yeah. The nice thing about it, though, is it is a May effect, so you can avoid killing it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a huge plus. Mm-hmm. Don't forget about that. I'm going to give this probably A-.
Yeah, I'm going to give it an A-. It's kind of hard to give it the A- though because it is 4 mana, but it's such a pinnacle card for dinosaurs that it's a must-have.
A-. I'm straddling B+, A-. If it had a bigger butt, it would be a shoe-in for an A score. But as it stands, B+, A-.
Awesome. Next up, we have Shake the Foundations. This is a 3 mana, 1 red and 2 colorless instant. This is going to deal 1 damage to each creature without flying, and you also get to draw a card. So it replaces itself. This is just another Enrage enabler. I mean,
it's just a better Ryle. Like, it hits everything. So, well, I don't think there's any flying with Enrage that I know of. So, yeah, this card is great for those Enrage triggers, and you're drawing a card. So it's a great cantrip on top of that.
So probably...
Instant speed.
Probably A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give it an A just because of the instant speed that you just said. Like, the instant speed is very important.
Yeah, you get that 2-drop that gets +2 counters every time it takes damage. Yep. Start combat, block with that thing, give it counters.
If you have the Forerunner down, you can do that ability once or twice. Then you pass your turn, your units have refreshed their toughness, so then you can do the Shake the Foundations and hit them again.
Next up, we have Needletooth Raptor. This is a 4 mana, 1 red, and 3 colorless dinosaur. This Enrage is huge. It's normally a bear. When this is dealt combat damage or any damage, it's basically going to deal 5 damage to a target creature an opponent controls. Mind you, you can only do this like a maximum like twice
a turn.
Well, twice because it would die.
You don't want it to die, right?
Yeah. But
it has to survive the actual damage for Enrage to go off. So really, you can only do it once, right?
No. It'll still do the damage. Like, the Enrage will still go off.
Right.
But that
you'll just lose the creature.
You'll just lose the creature as well. That stipulation is only relevant to that for that counter creature.
Yeah.
In gold.
This is something that you'd want to enchant to make it bigger, so you can just do it maybe more than once or more than twice a turn. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't want it to die because this is such a great effect.
To me, this is one of the weaker Enraged creatures, only because it's a 2/2 for 4 mana.
Yeah.
I love the Enraged trigger itself. Dealing 5 damage to target creature and opponent controls is pretty huge, but on a 2/2, it's nothing too great because it's going to die pretty fast, either by your hands or by somebody else's.
It will die quickly, but on turn 4, if you're pretty behind and they have a few creatures on the board that they've been swinging in with, you put this down, they're going to hesitate to swing in again. Because you could maybe kill one of those by chumping this and then kill 2 of their creatures with one. Like, it's good deterrent. from attacking you as well.
Yeah.
Right on. So, what letter grade would you assign this?
I'm gonna give it a C plus.
Okay.
Just because it's a 2/2 for 4 mana is just a little too weak for me.
I'm in the same boat. Probably C to a C plus.
C plus to B minus. I think we're kind of underestimating like the removal potential that it has. You have this 2/2 out. They throw down a charging monster sword in turn 5. They're not gonna haste in with it.
So it's good if you're going up in the mirror for dinosaur versus dinosaur deck, but like I don't see this being very useful if you're going up against like say a go wide strategy.
Yeah, against vampires, you don't need to deal 5 damage to kill something. So
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. It's good against dinosaurs.
So
but
this might even be sideboard tech if you are choosing to go dinosaurs and you just happen to be on game 2 against an opponent who's playing the same deck as you.
I would just be very cautious about picking this early on. Probably
In a
probably
draft,
very,
yeah.
very late
mid pack definitely, mid to late pack even.
Next up, we have C Red. This is a 2 CMC, 1 red and 1 colorless. It's an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +2/+1 and has first strike. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't attack with a creature this turn, you sacrifice the enchantment.
This one isn't nearly as strong as the blue one, but it does have its place in red. Like it's pretty strong. Like, +2/+1 first strike is always great. In red, you're most likely swinging constantly as well. So
It's great on that raptor that has to attack every turn.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the white red one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would probably give this a B to a B plus.
B minus B, like just somewhere around there.
A B for me. It's pretty cheap. 2
Yeah.
mana, +2/+1 and first strike is not to be balked at. So I do like this card a lot. It's better than Skullduggery in my opinion. Not Skullduggery, Swashbuckling in my opinion.
I think it's kind of sad that R&D didn't give this another keyword other than first strike, because if you look at the art, there's Rigging Runner for double red, and it's like that monkey pirate. But like, doesn't Rigging Runner already have first strike and like with that raid trigger?
That I'm not sure of.
Yeah, it does. You're
Like,
right.
I would I know that first strike is normally a like red flavor like keyword, but I don't know. They could have done something different with it. But yeah, interesting. Next up, we have Reckless Rage for 1 red. It's an instant. Reckless Rage deals 4 damage to a target creature you don't control and 2 damage to a target creature you control. So, wow, this is a pretty good combat trick.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an instant spell. If it was sorcery, I wouldn't like it at all. But it being an instant, super good for those enraged triggers and killing something.
It's like the red equivalent of like Savage Stomp or something. Like, it doesn't have fight, but you're getting the value of like killing one of their creatures outright, and then possibly allowing you to trigger another straight out removal with enrage at the same time.
Yeah.
That's
Kill 2 creatures or kill 1 creature with a huge amount of toughness.
This is going to be probably a twofer. Like this has the potential to be huge value, and it's going to really annoy, really frustrate your opponent. That's probably A to maybe even A plus.
Yeah, I would say B plus.
Just because it's a combat trick.
Yeah, basically, and you have to be playing Enrage for this to be super good.
Yeah, it's strictly good for dinosaurs, and then if you're going pirates, I wouldn't play it.
Would you pack one, pick one this?
No, absolutely not. I would never pack one, pick one to combat trick.
Fair enough. Next up, we have Charging Tuscadon. This is a 5 mana, double red and 3 colorless dinosaur. It's a 4/4 with trample. If Charging Tuscadon would deal combat damage to a player, it deals double that damage to that player instead. What do you guys think about this?
That is one hell of a bomb. Like, just look at the artwork. It's coming at you. It's gonna hurt. You're scared to see that hit the battlefield. Like, that's even without any sort of buff. Like, that's a strong card right there.
You have that pterosaur out that gives other dinosaurs flying.
Yeah.
If you have Otepic Huntmaster out, you can give this creature haste, or if you're lucky enough to pull a Regisaur Alpha, this thing becomes just absolutely disgusting.
And
There-
having trample is the icing on the cake.
Yeah, and there's some other dinosaurs that also make this very scary. But from regular Ixalan set, the dinosaur that gives other dinosaurs double strike when it attacks, although that is pretty expensive. But this has a lot of synergy with the dinosaurs and the ramp that we've seen so far. I love this card. I think this might even be the charging monster store of this set. The signpost uncommon. I would rate this an A-.
Yeah, I would very well pack one pick on this.
Yep.
Yeah, letter grades, probably A-.
Yeah, I go with A-.
Nice. All right, next up we have Stormfleet Swashbuckler. This is a 2 mana, 1 red, 1 colorless human pirate with Ascend. Stormfleet Swashbuckler has double strike as long as you have the city's blessing. So it's a 2/2 for 2 with a pretty decent payoff if you get 10 or more permanents. Double strike's pretty good when you want to trade with like your opponent's creatures or even prevent them from doing so. And this is also really good for enabling raid triggers. So yeah, if you're going into Grixis or even red-blue pirates, I think this is pretty decent. This is solid for your creature base. Probably B to B plus for me.
I would give it a B-. Just the Ascend is the only payoff here that make this a good card. Otherwise, it's a 2/2 for 2. It's a bear. So I would put a bear at about a B-.
I put a bear at a C. This would be a C plus or a B- for me. Yeah.
I think that's pretty low when you consider that when you're playing limited games, you're going to want to have more 2-drops.
I just think there are better
Yeah.
2-drops that have more immediate payoffs. I guess it's hard to beggars can't be choosers. Like if you need 2-drops in your deck, then this is fine. But there are 2-drops that I would pick over this.
All right. Okay, so moving on, we have Daring Buccaneer. This is a 1 red human pirate. It's a 2/2. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is very similar to the other cards in its cycle. There's a vampire. There's a merfolk version of this. So you're getting a bear for 1 mana. However, you have to reveal a pirate card from your hand, or this is going to cost 3 in total. I think this is great for pirates if you are sort of like forcing that tribe. I would probably rate this as a solid B to a B+.
Yeah, I was going to say a B. I would give it a B. The only reason why it wouldn't be a B+ for me is because of that con right there, paying an additional 2.
I'd only play this in pirates.
Well, absolutely.
But,
yeah.
B- for me.
You'd have to have a decent amount of pirates for this, but yeah, I give it a solid B for a 2/2 for 1 mana is always good.
Right on. Moving on, we have Pirates Pillage. This is a 4 CMC, 1 red and 3 colorless sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Pirates Pillage, you have to discard a card, but you are going to draw 2 cards and then get 2 treasures. That's pretty cool, especially if you're running that pirate recursion, Rise from the Grave or whatever.
March of the Drowned.
March of the Drowned, that's correct. This is, once again, it's an Ascend or the City's Blessing Enabler. It's going to help you fix and ramp, but it does cost 4.
It is a 4-drop, and it's sorcery speed.
It costs 4, but it has more of a cost than that, right? Because you also have to discard a card.
Yeah.
Which can be beneficial depending on the kind of discard you have in your deck. But yeah, you're paying 4, but you're really paying a lot more than just 4 mana. You have to get rid of a card.
Yeah, and it's gonna take it's almost like 1 turn off in limited. So this is kind of a drag for me. I'd probably say D+.
Yeah.
I give it a D.
Yeah, I give it a D+.
I wouldn't play this.
Yeah. Depends on what you open at the end of the day. In sealed, you're probably not going to play this, but in draft, might be sideboard tech. I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, like, what if you just so happen to open Revel in Riches as like as your only good rare? You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Yeah, but normally you probably wouldn't play this. It's too situational. Yeah, D+ for me. Next up, we have Goblin Trailblazer. This is a 2 CMC, 1 red and 1 colorless. And it's a 2/1 Piker Goblin Pirate with Menace. The Menace is pretty. I think this is the one like upside of this card is it does have the Menace keyword. It's good for a like pirate go wide kind of a thing.
I'd still probably avoid playing this.
Yeah.
Of all the pirates out there, this isn't one I really care about playing.
I do like the Menace a lot.
Menace is good, but
I'd rate it a C+, and I would maybe.
It depends on how many raid trigger cards you have from like regular Ixalan, I guess.
In a draft, mid to late pack pick for me if I need to round out my curve, and if I'm in Pirates.
Yeah, this is one of the last picks for me.
So C-.
Yeah, I'll give it a C-.
I'm gonna alter my score. I'm thinking about it. I'll give it a C or C-. I do like Menace though.
Next up, we have Brazen Freebooter. This is a 4 mana, 1 red and 3 colorless. It's a human pirate, 3/3 body. When it enters the battlefield, you just simply get a treasure. Yeah, so 4 mana for a 3/3 and a treasure. Once again, this is probably good if you're trying to get City's Blessing. This might do it for you. This might actually get you the actual blessing when you play it on turn 4, but I don't think there's nothing really that special about this, so probably C- to a D+.
I'll give it a C.
I'll give it a C, only because it's a 3/3 body, 4 mana. However, you're getting a treasure token out of it, right? So it kind of balances out the cost of it, so it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3/3 for 3, essentially.
Next up, we have Bombard. This is a 3 mana, 1 red, 2 colorless instant. It's dealing 4 damage to target creature. This is pretty good removal. This is pack 1, pick 1-able.
No.
No?
No. Pack 1, pick 1? Hell no. I would say pretty like mid pick. You don't really care about this card too much. However, if you do have it, you'll play it in your deck. But you're not going to be striving to open that card, right? So it's good to have, but you won't be missing much by not having it.
Okay. So what did you rate that as?
I'd give it a C.
Okay.
I don't know. I always like removal. It's that instant speed. I'd give it 3 mana for 4 damage. I'd give it a C+.
It's just what I would expect as a common when it comes to red. So it's nothing special.
Yeah.
So this might wheel.
Yeah, it might wheel.
Fair enough. Next up, we have an old standby. This is probably one of the like older, since like revised or something like that. It's a 2 mana instant speed destroy target artifact.
What's the card called?
Shatter.
Shatter.
Yeah, destroy target artifact.
Wonderful sideboard card. Not something that I would pick very often. I'd rather have some sort of enchantment hate, because there's a lot more scary enchantments in this set than there is artifacts.
Yeah.
However, there are some ships out there that are scary, and the art for this is
On flavor.
Yeah, it's on flavor. It looks great.
Yeah, so this is something that you're gonna want to destroy, like that, like Conqueror's Galleon, or like even that ship that flips.
That is the Conqueror's
Galleon.
Galleon.
Yeah.
There's
Shadow
one
Caravel or whatever.
there's the one that creates treasures. I think there's one with a pirate anthem on it.
Fell flagship.
Yeah, Fell flagship.
And even the Immortal Sun, you want to probably get rid of that quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah,
Of
this
course.
is probably it's obviously sideboard tech. So don't put it in your main deck. It's just sideboard tech. So like C+, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Oraska Raptor. This is a 4 mana, 2 red and 2 colorless creature dinosaur. It's a 3/4.
When it comes to vanilla creatures, this is actually not so bad.
Yeah, because it's 4 mana for 4 toughness.
Yeah. So it's just a basic C. Like,
Yep.
it's something that you might play. It's not amazing. It's not bad.
All right. Yeah. Next up, we have Tilanali's Crown. It's a 2 mana, 1 red, 1 colorless aura. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +3/+0 and has trample. So this is excellent if you're playing dinosaurs. It's going to basically get an enrage trigger off, and it's going to just allow one of your creatures to probably swing in for the kill. Yeah, especially on one of your like larger ones.
I love the art.
What's gonna make me mad is if I'm playing pirates and I have like a 2/1 flyer or something, and I see this in a pack, I'm gonna be like, son of a bitch! I want this to go on one of my flyers, but it can't. But of course, for dinosaurs, it's an amazing card.
Wait.
It deals 1 damage to the enchanted creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you have like
Your microphone.
a 2/2 flyer, anything with 2 toughness, this will
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about like the 2/1.
He was saying just pirates are usually 2/1.
2/1. Yeah.
There's
Or
a lot of
1/1.
2/1s.
There's a lot of good. Well, you wouldn't be playing vampires in this color, so
No, you wouldn't.
But yeah, 3/0 trample, amazing, fantastic card for dinosaurs.
Wait a minute. You wouldn't even need to put this on a flyer. In fact, I think it might even be a waste to put on a flyer. The trample on fly is just, it seems like overkill to me.
That is definitely overkill, but you're getting 3 power for 2 mana.
Oh, exactly. Okay, fair enough.
Just like look at the value alone. So
Imagine putting that on that elemental, the hexproof one.
Yeah.
This would be fantastic.
This is
on
a
that.
B plus for me.
Yeah, I give it a
I
B
would say the
plus.
same. Yeah, we're all unanimous there. Next up, we have Stampeding Horncrest. This is a 5 mana, 1 red, 4 colorless. It's a dinosaur. It has haste as long as you control another dinosaur, and it's a 4/4.
This is a good card.
Yeah, I think this is good too. Excellent to fill out your curve. You wouldn't run more than 1 or 2.
No, probably just 1.
Yeah.
But it's a great card to get on curve.
Just like
I'm
allows
just,
you.
I have this in my head, and then I have Charging Monster Sword side by side. I'm just like, oh my god, it's just it's nowhere near as good as a Charging Monster Sword,
Of
but
course
it is good.
But you're more likely to get this.
You are more likely to get this. I'd give this. I wish it had trample. I just wish it had trample, but it looks like it should. But
It could get trample from the crown.
yeah, it could. I would give this a B minus.
I'm leaning more towards a B plus because if you're playing this on curve, you're swinging for 4 most likely. It's gonna be a good swing to have. So I like this card a lot.
Yeah, same. I would probably give it a B plus as well. Let's move on to Buccaneers Bravado. This is a 2 CMC, 1 red and 1 colorless. It's an instant. And this is a modal card, so you choose one. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains first strike until end of turn, or target pirate gets +1/+1 and gains double strike until end of turn. Okay, so if you cast this on one of your pirates, great. If you just cast it on a plain Jane creature, that's good too. So this is pretty versatile, but you're probably going to want to play this in a pirate deck.
Yeah. For 2 mana, I don't think I want to give a creature +1/+1 in first strike.
Yeah.
But the
Double
second,
strike.
the pirate part is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, could you imagine just like swinging in with Lannery Storm?
2 treasures.
Yeah. Like Lannery Storm already has first strike, right?
Isn't Leonard Storm's
No.
trigger on attack?
It is. Yeah. So isn't it attacking twice?
No.
No, that's not how it works. Okay.
Attacking
Sorry.
is like it's declaring attack.
Double strike is just first strike and then regular.
Judge. Judge.
Don't be that Timmy. All right. Next up, we're gonna move on to did we assign a letter grade? B plus.
No, B minus or C plus. It's a combat trick.
I give it. I'll give it a B minus. I want to give it more than that, but it is only really strictly for pirates to be good. So.
True enough. Fanatical Firebrand is a 1 red goblin pirate with haste, and you can tap it for its activated ability. It sacrifices itself and deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So you could put this in and shoehorn it in with dinosaurs if you really wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get some early swings in.
Yeah, yeah. So This is a
I like it as an enrage enabler as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So it starts off as an early swinger, and then you just sack it for an enraged trigger.
C plus.
No, in a Dino deck, I'd give it a B minus just because of the ability to trigger enrage.
I'm gonna give it a C plus.
Okay.
Yeah, just because it's really easy to kill, and if you play it early, sure you can get some early swings in, but you also need to consider that there are some cards that are printed that are just like big butts, and they can, but alternatively, you kind of have to realize that it's good for it's good for enabling raid as well.
I would bump this up to a B minus if I was facing some deck with low toughness creatures, because then this enters the battlefield and can immediately deal with a 2/1 or something like that, right? So that's where it could also shine. So
I like the haste. I like the haste on it. It acts as a rile as well. Yep. Say you really need an enrage trigger on your turn, you can play this, tap it right away to sack it, and enrage right away. I really like it in a dinosaur deck. I'm going to rate it above a C plus. If it sucks, then I'll eat my words later. But I would play this in a dinosaur deck every single time.
Nice. Yeah. Moving on to Frilled Death Spitter. It's the Jurassic Park. Poor Newman. Anyway, this is a 3 mana, 1 red, and 2 colorless. It's a dinosaur. It's a 3/2, and with its own enraged trigger, whenever it's dealt damage, it deals 2 damage to target opponent. This is great for two-headed giant. It's gonna be doing 4 damage every single time that you trigger that.
No, this wouldn't deal 4 damage. It says target opponent.
Oh, I thought it said each. My bad. But yeah, still pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you can manage to keep this thing alive and you have the Forerunner or something like that, then this is a great card to have.
yeah,
Absolutely.
awesome. So probably B.
I can give it a B minus.
I'll give it a B minus. Yeah.
The 2 toughness hurts the score, in my opinion.
Yeah, so it would be wiped with Fiery Cannonade, definitely.
Yeah, but when it's wiped, you do get to set off the enrage trigger. But
True.
It does get wiped. But it does make your opponent think twice about using Fire Cannonade.
It goes down with a fight. At least.
Yeah, awesome. So next up we have Mutiny. This is a 1 red sorcery speed spell. Sorcery speed sorcery. Target creature an opponent controls deals damage equal to its power to another target creature that player controls. So this is not a fight. This is basically just outright, sort of like that one card that we saw in the Amonkhet block called Ambuscade.
This only does it to their own creatures, though.
Right, so it's not that good if you're going up against an enraged deck, but it's really good for if you're going up in a mirror against pirates or even merfolk.
I'd still sideboard this in against dinosaurs. They may get an enraged trigger, but you're still probably killing one of their dinosaurs with their own dinosaurs, right? So it's not a bad card. I think it's a great fit against most decks. I would never mainboard this, just because it's very situational still. But it's gonna probably have some sort of use in a sideboard.
I just think this is really strong against a lot of these go wide decks too.
Yeah.
Like merfolk, pirates, and vampires. This is pretty powerful. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It is sideboard tech, so probably C plus to a B minus for me.
C plus for me.
Yeah,
sorcery speed.
Yeah, it is sorcery speed. That is.
I wish it was an instant.
Yeah.
It'd be great if it was an instant.
All right, moving on to Sun-Collared Raptor. This is a 2 mana, 1 red and 1 colorless dinosaur. It's a 1/2 trample, and it has an activated ability of 3 mana to essentially just pump it up to a 4/2.
I like this card a lot. The biggest reason why is because it doesn't say anything about activate this ability only once each turn.
Yeah, you can keep doing it if you have the mana.
So late game, it just becomes a really strong card because of the trample. If it didn't have trample, it'd be bad. But possible to swing pretty big with this card.
And end the game.
Yeah.
I like it. I actually like it. When I first saw this card, I didn't like it as much as Fathom Fleet Firebrand, but now taking a second look, because of the trample, I like it a lot better. You can't. It's pump this twice and it's a 7/2.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a B+ because I'll play it every time I see it.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't playing dinosaurs, if I was playing pirates, I'd probably put that in there just because of the idea that it can be a game finisher.
How early would you pick this in your pack?
Late pick.
It'd actually be like mid pick for me. It's also dependent on what else is in the pack, right? But like the fact that it's got such a strong fire breathing, I do love this card a lot.
It's a good mana sink, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on.
B+ for me as well, then. Yeah.
Same. Okay, last but not least.
Oh wait, there's one more card.
Last but not least, we have Swaggering Corsair. This is a 3 mana, 1 red and 2 colorless. It's a human pirate with a raid trigger. It's 2/2 for 3 with raid, allowing it to enter with an extra +1/+1 counter on it. So yeah, this can be a 3/3 for 3. So nothing really that special about it. It's just good to play on curve after you've attacked with one of your evasive pirates. So probably C+ to B- for me.
I'd give it a C+. I'd probably play it in pirates, but it's nothing special.
I don't like it. It's boring. I don't know. I'll play it in pirates, but I don't like the card.
Yeah.
C for me.
Right on. So that concludes the color red. We're going to continue on with green coming up. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Like and subscribe. Cheers.